Hello Virgo, so in this video we are going to see what are some of your strengths, your weaknesses, and advice that Spirit has for you. I'm usually not a yapper, so my videos are pretty short, sweet, and simple. Alright, so this is strengths. Let's get our weakness for Virgo. Weakness. Let's get this. Okay, we have these swords. Let's get Spirits. What is advice for Virgos? I can see that you usually have a very strong control over yourself, your emotional control, your strength of character. You usually know what you want and you don't let other people influence you. You know what you want and you know why you want the things that you want. You're very clear in your mind, and there is this moderation that, and I feel like Virgo is usually a very moderate sign. The strengths that I'm getting over here for you, Virgo, is very on brand for you because Virgos are typically balanced individuals. Typically, okay, there are obviously exception cases and there are some unevolved Virgos out there. I would say there are many. But typically your characteristic is you having immense control over your emotions and you having control over what you show to others and what you keep for yourself. Now, a lot of signs are not able to brag about this, okay? No air signs were hurt during the filming of this video. With the Four of Wands, I can say that fours stand for stability, for growth, for you're on the right path. And maybe instead of being very future focused right now, it's time for you to just enjoy where you are right now. Enjoy the moment because you are in a good place. If you are in a good place, then enjoy the moment. Enjoy the right now instead of focusing on where you want to be 5 years from now. Because Virgos do tend to do that as well. So for you, your biggest strength is in the fact that you are yourself. You don't let emotions get the better of you or the worst of you in this situation. And you're very stable and balanced. And you also know what you want, which is a very good quality, Virgo. Some people don't even know what they want. So how are they going to go about it to get it, right? The first step is always to know what you want. And I feel like there might be some of you who have a problem in taking that next step, taking that second step. Okay, now you know what you want. Now what are you going to do? With the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords in the weakness position, I say that you tend to get very comfortable in where you are, which is interesting because in the strength position, it's like, okay, yeah, focus on the right now, which is good, obviously, because you want to also enjoy the things that you're getting. Like if you're constantly focused, for example, on just making money, how are you going to spend it? Where are you going to spend it? How are you going to enjoy that money that you've already made? Right? If you're all the time focused on your job, your career, when are you going to enjoy doing other things, being more creative, doing things that get your heart rate up, doing things that make you want to continue working? So it's also important to make yourself happy. And with the Ace of Swords, aces are about beginnings. So maybe, yeah, you know where to go, you know what you want to do, but you do tend to be a little lazy with how you're going to make things happen. And if you're able to find that balance, which I can see in the strength position, that you have that capability in you, that you can find that balance, knowing what you want and also not falling in a rut and actually going and making your dreams come true, then you are going to be perfect. And Virgos are such perfectionists that I feel like a lot of you are taking this down and listening to this advice. And if you are, then kudos to you. That's a second step already, right? In the advice position, we have the High Priestess and we have the Four of Swords. So right off the bat, I'm going to say that as a Virgo, you do tend to be more practical than anything else, which is usually a good thing. But Spirit wants you to also take a deeper look into your intuition, into your spiritual side. The High Priestess knows things that practically you might not be able to explain to another person. But there is something in you that knows the answer. Maybe you're not able to express it, but you know what you know, and you know that you know the truth. So the Spirit wants you to be a little more balanced in your decision-making skills. Be practical. That is your true Virgo's essence. Be practical, but also keep an eye on the other side of the coin, which is the spiritual side of things, your intuition. What feelings are you getting from this decision that you're making? You need to be feeling like sometimes you make practical decisions and you know that what you're doing is right, but you're not completely satisfied with that decision because there's something in you that is telling you not to move forward. Or like, everything looks great, but don't buy this house. There's something like, when you just step into, when you're looking for a house and you just step into it and you get this vibe and you're either like yes or you're no. That micro expression, but instead of expression, it's like that feeling that you get. Listen to that as well, or try to exercise that skill as well. That's a very important one, Virgo. Don't underestimate it. Our intuition knows, our body knows, and being an earth sign, you are very in tune with earthly things, which includes your body. So if your body is rejecting something, this could be a food, this could be a person, this could be like you going somewhere and getting goosebumps, or just your head hurting for some reason and you're like, I don't know why that's happening, or you just and like a person is perfect on paper, but every time you're with them you get the ick. Your body rejects that. You feel some sort of ache and pains in your body. Listen to that. It's very connected with our intuition. Did I say intuition? Yeah, I say intuition. Okay, I just had an out-of-body experience myself. So that's the advice for you, Virgo. Listen to your inner voice. And with the Four of Swords here, I need to tell you that this is literally reiterating what I just said, and I said that kind of intuitively, to enjoy what you have right now. So this card is literally saying the same thing. This card is saying that you have reached a milestone in your life, and if you haven't, and you do, because you will, sooner than later, with the Four of Swords here and then the Four of Wands over here. Fours talk about, as I mentioned, they talk about stability, they talk about growth, they talk about development. They also talk about rest, enjoyment. Take a moment to yourself. This is what this card is saying, Virgo. Once you've reached that milestone and you've achieved something that you've been planning on for a while, or you've been thinking about it for a while, rest up. Your body needs to rest and lay low. And especially also, I need to say, if you are a very social, high on networking Virgo, networking is great, but you need to also take a break from that, because meeting too many people all the time, every day, like every weekend, you're working every day of the week, and then weekends you always have something planned. Make sure that you're absolutely okay with that. Because if there is any part of you that wishes that, I wish that this today was free, you have the power to say no, Virgo. You don't have to say yes to all the plans. Okay, so literally, if you don't want to be somewhere, it's okay to say no. Not today. I'm resting. Not, you don't even need to give explanations. I'm resting. I need to chill. I want to stay at home. That is it, okay? Once in a while, you got to do that for yourself. Ooh, we have go wild, and we have know that you are loved. Yes, Virgo, you don't need to please anybody and go out of your way to say yes to all invitations and say yes to everything that other people want you to do. Say yes to like all the favors that everyone's asking you to do. You are loved, and you will continue being loved by the people who deserve your attention and your care. It's okay to say no sometimes. It's okay to sometimes not do things that other people want you to do, but your heart is not in it. Also says go wild. So definitely for at least one Virgo watching, it is very important for you to take a break from work and do something that your soul desires. All right, we have 2 cards over here that popped out. We have simplify your life, and we have watch your thoughts. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. It's important to only think about that, what you desire, not what you fear. So if you need to declutter, make sure that you are not surrounded by things all around you, your room space, your house, your living space. It should be simple, okay? Make sure that you don't have too much clutter, because once you clear out the physical clutter, what follows is your emotional clutter. That starts decluttering itself as well. Because I don't know about you, but if I'm surrounded by too many things, like physically, if my room is a mess, like if I'm in a rush and I leave the bed a mess and I leave the like my clothes on the floor or something, my inner space, my mind, even when I'm out and about, it's constantly in my room, like, oh my gosh, I didn't make my bed today. And that's a very specific example, but I'm just saying that it does have an effect. And yes, for some people it's a little more than some others. Like for some people, just even one piece of clothing on the floor can drive them crazy, and for some people it's like you need to not be able to see your floor at all to pay attention to clutter in your room. Whatever your level is, and as a Virgo, I would say that you typically do like things organized, you do like things neat and tidy. So make sure that you have that in your space, that it's tidy and it's neat and it's clean. And if you have too many things hoarded up, if you have too many clothes or shoes or bags or too much things that are not being used, I'm not saying that throw away the clothes that you wear every day. No. Donate or sell things that you are not using anymore, and just empty out the space in your house. You don't need to wait for spring cleaning for that, right? You can do it right now. Let's have a little fall cleaning this season. How about that, Virgo? So that's it for your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, do give me a thumbs up, and also send me the moon emoji in the comment section. That way you'll let me and others and YouTube know that you watched this video, that you resonated with it, and that you also commented. That's gonna help with the engagement, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.